Why the Narcissist compartmentalises appliances. Compartmentalisation is a technique which our kind utilises in a number of different ways. In this video, the compartmentalisation referred to concerns the way in which certain appliances will be treated. We view our lives as a series of compartments. The compartments are linked, and there is an archway from one compartment to another, but this archway has been bricked up by us, and only we know the secret word that will open up the archway and admit us to the next compartment. You will try and search for an opening so that you may move from one compartment to another, but your search will be fruitless. You will rhyme off all the passwords you can think of, from Open Sesame through to Abracadabra, but none of them will work. There is a simple reason for that. We want you to stay in your compartment until we come back to it. We do not want you interacting with any of our other compartments, because then it makes each area harder for us to control. And control is what this is all about. A greater need for control means more energy expenditure, which will mean that there is less available for me to use to gather fuel, and that is not something I can allow to happen. A blissful domestic setup will be in one compartment, where I play originally the role of doting husband and caring father. To the external observer who looks in on the scene through the perspex, it appears to be a picture of harmony and good relations. Yet the observer cannot hear the shouting, nor listen to the sobs, as you are on the receiving end of another tirade. The fearful cries and the scathing admonishments fail to air beyond this particular sealed compartment. You are not able to escape to another place and reveal what is really going on in this compartment. As soon as I depart to the next one, then the brickwork closes behind me with lightning-quick speed, trapping you where I want you. Of course, I will tell you all about what is happening in the other compartments when I return, so that you will be subjected to my tales of my magnificence in the workplace and anecdotes about the new friend I have in order to create some triangulated jealousy from you. My work compartment shows me as an all-conquering and masterful, yet those that have been subjected to my brutal put-downs and suffered from my repeating dumping of work on them, as I breeze around town doing other things, are forbidden from escaping this compartment to pollute the carefully constructed image that I have made for myself elsewhere. Certain members of the golf club, who find my boasting odious, and have seen me mark down a lower score than that which I had achieved on my scorecard, are unable to blacken my name to my admirers beyond this particular place. They are unable and are not allowed to move to the other compartments. Instead, after this particular reprehensible act, in their eyes, I depart the golf club and go to a bar, where I will regale my hangers-on with another story of my 5-under-par round, which led to me winning the competition. They are none the wiser as to what happened in the other compartment, where I cheated and irritated and annoyed, drawing fuel from those individuals. Those admirers, the hangers-on who listen in the bar to my tale of golfing success, coo over my achievement, oblivious to what has actually gone on. Home life, work life, mistress, friends, club, family and more are allocated to these compartments. In each one, I am God. I rule supreme, able to do as I please, so that I can carry forth my stories of heroism into another compartment, and there drink deep of the relevant fuel provided. We spend much of our time ensuring that the inhabitants of each compartment will know about one another in order to multiply the fuel, of course, through triangulation. But we often ensure that their paths never cross. If too many paths cross, this could lead to someone squaring the circle and working what is behind the facade, ascertaining what is really going on with my carefully orchestrated campaigns of divide and conquer. Person A must never speak to person B, who must not allow to contact C and explain to them what really happened. Manipulations are used to keep them apart. Excuses as to why they cannot meet. Reasons why their paths should never cross. If that happens, other manipulations are utilized to smear, to deflect, to remove their credibility, so that where the compartmentalization is threatened, it is reinstated and strengthened as quickly as possible. We must maintain our constructed world where these various appliances are little more than dolls in a huge segregated doll's house. We put them in poses and play with them so that we can create a scenario by which we can brag to others in the next room about it. If they ever escaped and managed to follow me through these archways so they could compare what I have said with what has actually happened, this would cause a huge and significant problem for us. Sometimes this does happen, and if the matter cannot be addressed in the way that I have just described, then this compartment must be set ablaze, scorched from the record, and denied that it ever existed. Of course, it will soon be the case that this compartment will be refurbished, repainted, and with new dolls put in place. We must control everything around us, everyone in their place, and a place for every appliance.